Bonjour everyone, how's it going? It's me, Jaylene, also known as Vancouver. I wanted to create a general video about bringing imagination into the bedroom, otherwise known as roleplay, baby. But first, imagine hitting that subscribe button for all your sexy sex education. I will focus on 3 key things here. Number 1, the 2 benefits of roleplay. Number 2, 3 ways on how to prepare for a roleplay. And number 3, 2 tips for roleplay success. Number 1, the 3 benefits of roleplay. The first benefit is novelty is fucking sexy. Roleplay is designed to bring something new to the table. Whether that is a new dynamic between you and your partner, pirate and wench, anyone? A scene that takes you out of the plain old bedroom into a kinky classroom, or perhaps a reenactment of a real life scenario that has happened to you, but in the roleplay there is a new or healthier outcome. There is no harm in feeling the desire to have your partner play a role that is not usually them in the everyday life. Do you know why? A study done by Dr. Aaron facilitated multiple experiments to test this novelty theory. He found that couples who engage in new activities report greater scores in relationship satisfaction and love. This is due to the stimulation of certain neurotransmitters in the beautiful brain, which can be similar to the feeling of novelty that you experience when you first fall in love or fall into a relationship, i.e. the honeymoon phase. The second benefit is stimulation of creation. Now, I know you all have a creative streak inside yourselves, especially as an adult where the adult world primarily prioritizes the logical side. Some of us do not exercise that artful, intuitive power that our brain does hold. So let's find creativity in the act of sexuality, where our logical self isn't really too much at play, but more so our emotions, our physical embodiment, and our improvisation. Number 2, how to prepare for a roleplay. Number 1, talk with your partner. Even with solo acts, the experience is much more fulfilling with an audience. So teamwork is key here, and you need to make sure that your teammate is on board. Approach your partner in a manner that speaks to the fact that you want to explore this roleplay as a team. One that is strong and loving enough to explore these new characters together, but you are able to come back together afterwards as your authentic selves. Sometimes, and naturally so, people may have insecurities about their partner wanting them to play the role of someone else. Perhaps they had the intrusive thought of, are they becoming bored of me? If insecurity is the case, remind your partner that if you truly were bored, you would not be bringing up this roleplay to explore with them. Rather, you want to deepen your sexual connection by enjoying this new space of creativity together. If you are feeling insecure, I ask that you explore more of what exactly your intrusive insecure thoughts are saying inside you, as knowing why roleplays make you nervous and communicating that to your partner will help you overall with planning a roleplay that not only suits your partner's needs for this novelty and exploration, but also your needs for comfort and safety as well. Number 2, how deep do you want to get into character? Roleplay has a huge spectrum. From having a 5-minute chat about what roles each of you are going to play and then going right into the scene without any props or costumes, total improv style, to planning a scene with certain key roleplay phrases or scripts in there, as well as props, costumes, certain location, music, you name it. Though I do like to say the more emotionally intense a roleplay is, the more intense the planning should be involved. For example, if you are trying to roleplay a rape scene that one of your partners has personally experienced in their real life, there's going to be a lot more care and attention needed towards not only the storyline, but the specific acts involved. If you want to learn more about rape roleplay, go watch my CNC video. And number 3, the basic checklist. To be honest, there really is no wrong way to enjoy a roleplay as long as everyone involved is consenting to it. These are things to consider in absolutely every roleplay. Roles you and your lover will be playing, the dynamic between those 2 roles, i.e. one of you is a teacher and one of you is a student, but who is actually going to hold the authority in the after-school sexy lesson. And you also need to consider the limits of everyone involved. Just because your imagination is left to run wild doesn't mean you have the free reins to do whatever you want to your lover. Be sure to learn your partner's sexual and kink limits before getting into character. Okay, lastly, number 3. 2 tips for roleplay success. Number 1, scripted phrases versus actual scripts. Roleplays place you into new scenes and character, but that doesn't mean it should take you out of the in-person connection of the present moment of enjoying the sexy time with your partner. After all, that is the whole point. So when you are planning a roleplay with your partner, it is better to leave the detailed script of who says next outside the bedroom. I do understand language can be very important to create a play scene, so I suggest rather coming up with some key few scripted phrases for you to enjoy that also not only ignite the light of language that will kind of get the ball rolling, but also your partner's lust as well. Example, if you're in a role play and you're a dominant school kid punishing teacher, one of the key scripted phrases you can have here is teacher deserves a lesson. The beautiful thing about this is that this basic sort of key scripted phrase can be used in different formats throughout the scene. The examples are, teacher deserves to know what it's like to learn. Teacher doesn't deserve pleasure, but rather a lesson on pain. And number 2 for roleplay success is lower expectations give higher satisfaction. The biggest thing I want to knock into this beautiful brain of yours today is imagination and reality are not the same. That fantasy you have perfectly curated in your head over these many years, I know we all have one. I am 100% certain that if you carry the expectation that this roleplay is going to be the exact mirror image of what you had playing in your head or that favorite porn video that you love to watch, you're going to be highly disappointed. Reality isn't as smooth as non-reality. Let's just say that. In my professional and personal experience, those that go into roleplays with not many expectations nor a minute-by-minute storyline get the most out of connecting with the scene, their character, and their partners. Think of the roleplay as reading the summary of a movie and trying to recreate it, rather than watching the entire movie itself and trying to recreate minute by minute of what it's like. Do you still feel a bit nervous? Perhaps you feel a little bit insecure about exploring a roleplay that you've wanted to try? You are more than welcome to talk about it in depth with me over a confidential coaching call. I welcome all humans and all genders. My coaching website is listed below in the bio. As well, be sure to like and comment your own roleplay experience. Please make it safe for work to add to the FemFourth community. Thanks for watching, everyone. It is me, FemFourth. Mwah!